What's up, guys? It's Bicha Lunga back again with another video, and today I'll be talking about yet another prolific Zambian footballer, and his name is SAKALA. And he's one of the three most prolific Zambian footballers who we have playing in Europe at the moment. And of course, we've got a lot of other players who are playing in Europe in places like Israel, in Sweden, and other various countries, right? But of course, we have these three who are playing pretty much in one of the highest leagues in the UK, basically. And of course, Spain is also one of them, but they're all playing in the United Kingdom at the moment. So SAKALA basically is playing for the Scottish Premier League club Rangers. So that's why he is currently playing. And of course, like Patson Daka, like Enoch Mwepu, he's also from here in Zambia, and he comes from a place called Chipata in Eastern Province. So of course he's had humble beginnings as well, and he's been a great part of the Zambian regime and building the team from that under 20 level squad that was there that went to the AFCON final. He was also one of the players, and he's just one of the players who've ultimately gotten themselves into Europe through that system. So of course, when you play national team football, the chances of you getting yourself into these big leagues is extremely high. The exposure becomes more, and the chances of you being scouted by one of these scouts increase. So yeah, he's one of them, and he worked really hard to get himself where he is. He's had some experience, of course, over the years before he even got himself to the Scottish Premiership, because of course he just didn't jump there from nowhere and be like, oh, okay, look, now I'm playing for Rangers and whatnot. He obviously got picked out from different various clubs. So he started off his professional career at Nchanga Rangers in the 2015-2016 season in a place called Chingola on the Copper Belt. So he started off there. He made 40 appearances for the club and scored 23 goals. So those are his statistics for Nchanga Rangers. And then after playing that season at Nchanga, he ended up leaving, going to Zanaco, where he spent the 2016-2017 season with the club. He made 23 appearances and scored 11 goals for Zanaco, at the time that he was actually playing there. So of course, that's an okay number of appearances, especially in the Zambian league. I'm not entirely sure how many domestic competitions that these clubs participate in, but I mean, who knows how many league games? I know the league games are pretty much the same. They play 38 games, I think, out of the 20 clubs that are pretty much available in the highest division. We call it the MTN soccer league. Like it's the biggest division in the country. So yeah, he played about 23 games for Zanaco and scored 11 goals. Then after his spell at Zanaco in 2017, he was scouted by Spartak Moscow, the Russian-based club. So he played in the Russian Premier League for one season as well. While he was playing, I think it was they're called Spartak 2 Moscow. So it's not really Spartak Moscow. I think it's their B team. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Spartak 2 Moscow should be their B team. So he played a couple of games for them as well. There he made 35 appearances and scored 10 goals for the club. So I mean, you could see that his appearances were more than the time he actually spent at his previous club, Zanaco. So that was obviously a good improvement, and of course he was playing in a higher league. So he went up, and he just took it on from there. So after that 2017, like I said, the 2017 AFCON pretty much gave these guys the platform to be scouted and be seen by these top profile scouts in order for them to get the publicity that they needed. And the fact that we won it, because we went all the way to the final, most of these scouts watched the biggest games that are actually playing. So it was important that we got ourselves to the final. It was important that he put in a show and made sure that he played his best, and he did exactly that. So now he got himself exposed, and now he pretty much plays for arguably the strongest club in the Scottish Premier League. So after joining Spartak Moscow, he went on to spend he joined on a 3-year contract, but he only spent, I think, one season there. So in 2018, now he actually joined a Belgian club called Oostende. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce the name of the club, but I think it's Ostend. So he joined them, and he joined on a 3-year contract, and I think he actually played for almost the entire 3 years. So he played from 2018 all the way through to 2021. After spending that amount of time at the club, in the summer of the 2021 season, considering the fact that he would have left for free, they decided to sell him, and this is how Rangers came in for him, and they signed a pre-contract, which would see him sign for 4 years. And yeah, he pretty much made his debut for the club. He made his debut for Rangers in a 3-0 victory over Livingston when he joined the club last year. And then he scored his first hat-trick in a 6-1 victory over Motherwell. So of course you can see that he's actually being effective in the team. He's putting in what he can, and him being a forward player, it's extremely important that he has as many goal contributions as he possibly can. Whether him getting the goals himself, or he's the one who's actually creating assists for other players to score. So that's what it's entirely all about. And yeah, he's had a really good start at Rangers as well, just like the way Patson has had a good start and Enoch has had a good start at their respective clubs. So I think he's playing pretty well at Rangers. And in Zambia, it's rare that we are going to be watching the Scottish Premier League. Most people usually watch the English Premier League or the Spanish La Liga, but mainly the English Premier League. So so many people are very interested in the Premier League here and everything. So it's rare that people actually follow these other leagues. But of course, I'm also guilty of that.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I don't really watch the Scottish Premiership, but it's really nice to know that a Zambian-based footballer is playing at the highest level, and he's pretty much shining at the best of his abilities and ensuring that he delivers for the club and he delivers for his team, and he continues to push his passion. And that this is something that so many Zambians would love to be doing as well, to ensure that they have a fruitful career. And yeah, people are pushing on a day-to-day basis. They're ensuring that they try their hardest to get themselves there, and Fashion Sakala is just another very good example for us, because he's disciplined, he's focused in his game. He puts in everything that he possibly can for his team, and he has a beautiful family that he cares about. And it's really nice. It's just really nice to see how our fellow Zambian footballers are actually growing in their own respective lives, and they're able to earn a living and ensure that they have a fruitful life, so to say. And they're humble about the way they go about things, and life is all about being humble. I'm really happy to see that about them. And Fashion Sakala, like I said, is just another example of the brilliance behind having a professional career and ensuring that he stays up there at the highest level. Because getting there and staying there are two different things, and it's just great to see that he's actually pushing on a day-to-day basis and just ensuring that he keeps up with what is required. So that's pretty much about Fashion Sakala and his career, and where he came from up to the way he's gotten himself there at this moment in time. So yeah, that's some amazing stuff, and I'm really proud of the boys for pushing really hard. And of course, we've got other names who are out there, like I said, other really good players who are playing in various parts of Europe. So big ups to those guys as well. They're really doing us proud, and they continue to push on a day-to-day basis, ensuring that they keep putting our name on the map. It's important that they continue pushing Zambia as a country and everything. So if you've reached this far in the video, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate you. My name is Walia Chailunga. Sorry I did not say that in the beginning. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe if you haven't, and if you have already subscribed, thank you for being subscribed. I really appreciate you. The channel is growing slowly but steadily, and I really appreciate that, and I'm genuinely happy to continue sharing content with you guys on a day-to-day basis. So we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Fearless.